When I step, that makes sense. Step. Alright, keep a hold of your partner so when you pull up, it doesn't hit the ground as hard. Also, it's really good to finish with a nice arm bar. So with your partner, you go watch your space. You'll do 3 uchikomi, 3 fits, and then 1 actual throw. Right? So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sense? Don't throw on anybody. Sasai Sur Komiyashi. Any questions? So you're attacking, for the purpose of this drill, the collar side. The nice thing is if you're not pairing it with anything else, it doesn't matter. You can attack both sides. One good combination is Sasai here, Sasai there, right? But for now, work on pulling the collar. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. So in a tournament, if your partner comes out and you shake hands, right, and they go like this, you don't have a lot to worry about takedown game. Where this is a bad posture for them, they're probably just going to try to pull guard. If they got a lot of cauliflower here and they get down in that deep wrestling stance, you might want to think about pulling guard. And if they just come out like this, they're probably a judo player. They're just looking to Tasha, right? So the nice thing about Sasai is no matter what he's doing, if he's getting low, bending down, and I can get this deeper grip or even this belt grip, you still have your Sasai because you've got a lot of pull. As long as I can move this guy around, my Sasai is always there, right? And it will set up lots of other attacks. This next one is probably the trickiest of all of them we'll do today because it requires mostly timing. You just can't muscle it, right? If you muscle it, your partner is not going to walk out of here. They're going to limp out because you'll break their ankle. And Sasai, you can grab it and keep yanking, and maybe muscle them down. This one is all about timing, right? So we're going to chain all of these together. If I attack this side first, the next side I want is that one right there, right? So what will happen is I'll go here, and then he takes that step. If he resists, I'm like, I can't hit that. I'm going to catch that leg that's stepping. So to prepare us for it, I just want him to walk with me. It's going to look like dancing. As he's about to put his weight on that foot, that's when I want to catch him. If I'm too late, I'm not going to get it. If I'm too early, I'll miss, he'll throw me, or I'll hit his foot, but there's no weight on it. Right? So, no grip. Just step that one towards me. This is all you're going to do. You're just going to work the opposite leg that you were just doing the Sasai with. Right? Just stepping. That's all I want to do. I want to be able to catch his foot. Okay? I'm turning my foot so I catch it with the bottom. I don't want to smack my ankle against his ankle bone. And I'm trying to catch right around his ankle or just behind, closer to his heel. Right? And I'm just sliding it further. So if he's stepping with me, right as he's about to step. So I know it's coming, so I position myself. Okay, I'm not going to do it this way. I'll miss it every time. Right? I know I'm ready. I take a little step back, kind of move to the side a little, and guide it, right? I know it's coming. Now here we go. Again, keep a hold. The arm bar's there every time. So if I was Sasai with my right foot, I'm now going to Dayashi with my left foot. Too early. Too late. Right time. Does that make sense? So, do a couple where you're not even touching your partner. Just stepping. And then once you feel, okay, I got the foot timing down, get the grip. All right? 1, 2, 3. That last throw, that advancing foot sweep, is one of the most difficult throws to hit on a consistent basis, right? It involves a lot of timing. But once you start getting good at it, it takes very little effort to throw someone through the air with that throw. So it's worth spending the time on. Now, a couple of you have asked the question, but we're attacking this way, which requires me to kind of turn and hit that leg. Wouldn't it be easier to just attack like that? Well, yes, it is. However, I'm in the wrong position to attack just like that. If I just knock his foot out, I've made his base wider, not necessarily taking him off base, right? So we will, in just a minute, look at a throw that I attack across. I've got to take his foot that way, right? So I don't want to make my opponent's base wider. I want to make it cross or long this way. You're off balance this direction, right? This, you've got good balance. I never want to make my partner go back to this base, right? I'm just strengthening it. And so now let's pair, well, hold on. This foot sweep going again. If I've got this grip, I can attack that side. I can attack this side. I can attack either side as he's following me. I can attack as he's going back, right? Doesn't matter. Okay? So, but for the purpose of pairing these, 1, 2. Okay? Right side, left side. Or if you're starting with the left grip, left side, right side. Okay? So we'll pair Sasai with Dayashi. Okay? When I go for my Sasai and I block here, right? And he takes a stutter step, and he's going to defend that way, right? He's going to keep circling. He's got to keep moving. Right there. 1, 2. And when I do this, I know I just taught you hit this leg. I don't really care. Take this one forward. If I don't hit this one, but I come all the way through and catch that other one, it works just as well. I just need to keep him from putting weight on the ground and keep taking him further than he wants to go. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? 1, 2. And so with your partner, let's go real slow. 1, 2. All right? 1, 2. 1, 2. Don't worry if everything feels smooth yet. Just get used to that. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? Judo is like waltzing, I think. Maybe. I've never waltzed. 1. Does that make sense? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Sasai, Dayashi, Kouchi. So this one's called Ko-Uchigari. Ko means small. So you've heard some of these throws. O-Sotogari. Some of you are saying you're used to this big throw. O-Sotogari is big outside reach. Ko-Sotogari is a little outside reach. So Ko just means little. Uchi is inside. So O-Uchigari, big. Ko-Uchigari, little. So we're doing a little movement here. Just a little one, right? Unlike Dayashi, it's not my mirror leg that attacks. It's the diagonal leg, right? So as he steps forward, instead of catching on the outside, catch on the inside. Again, I want to hook that heel and keep sliding it forward, right? He's my son. He's used to it. Now, if I stay square to him, a couple of problems. 1, I become a balance wall for him and he's going to throw me. 2, my hockey stick is broken. Okay? So I want to turn. And I take it that way. Wherever these toes point, that's the direction I'm taking. If I'm here, I'm only going to be able to take them to this. So I want to turn so I can point the way where I'm taking my partner. 1, 2. Kobuchigari. Nice and slow. Attack the leg that's below the sleeve. So if our combo was Sasai, Dayashi, Kouchi, right? So I'm attacking the leg directly below the sleeve. It'll work both ways, but for now, attack the leg below the sleeve. Right? 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we're here. Sasai. As he circles around, I go Dayashi, and he'll plant it. So then I'll pull Kouchi. Okay? So Sasai, Dayashi, and if it doesn't work, as he steps, I catch Kouchi. Sasai, Dayashi, Kouchi. Alright? Does that make sense? Just 1, 2, 3.
As you're recentering after the Dayashi?
I'm always circling. I'm either continuing to circle or recircling, right? I'm not staying 1, 2, 3. I don't want to stay right in front of it. I want to keep moving. When I move, I get to do it in such a way that I determine where my center of gravity is. When he moves, he doesn't get to do that. All right, I'm pushing, pulling. 1, 2, 3. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just flow around. It's going to be super awkward at first. That's okay, because everything you do in jiu-jitsu is awkward. The first hip escape you did, you're like, what? I'm going to go do Taekwondo. But you're glad you stayed. Right? 1, 2, 3. For the purpose of today, I don't care if you get inside or outside. Generally, inside is more powerful because I can elevate with that elbow, right? But grip fighting is its own seminar. So we each have a collar grip, we each get the sleeve grip, right? So whatever we can get in here. This technique here, I want to catch the back here, okay? Now I'm keeping hold of this so that he's not just going to drop down to a single grip, okay? From here, I'm going to hop backwards, sliding my foot to the bottom. Okay. So we're here, right? Especially when you get into this position, your partner's leaning, you're fighting. Even if he has the better grip and he can keep me a little more distance. I'm catching right here. My toes, I'm trying to hook on. And I slide it right to the back of his heel, and as I pull back, lift that foot up. Right? He was holding on to me, so I've got an arm bar here. So opposite grips. Right there. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3. Back to 2 we've done, but from this same grip. And this is the last combination we've got, right? I'm going to go Kobuchigari, right, that inside one, to Dayashi Burai. So when I attack and he steps back, I'm coming right in. Now on this Dayashi Burai, I'm not trying to catch here. I'm trying to get that back leg, right? So my thigh is what's pushing on this one. So we're here, right, where he's in his stance, pushing. I'm going to do a quick hit, and when he steps back, come through. Hit, come through. All right? You can also hit when he steps back, come into it. Right? And for you wrestlers, you like your ankle picks, boom, there they are. So, here, right, I'm going to shoot to catch that foot when he steps back. Sweep here, or sweep all the way through.
Are you pointing that inside elbow at all?
If I've got this, and I hit, yes, I'll control his elbow. If he's got the inside, it's all full. Right? I mean, you can take the time to try and circle in and fight. Chances are they'll just pull guard at that point. You don't have, there's no reason to stay standing in jiu-jitsu, so people won't. Right? So here, step across through when he goes there, follow right into it. All right? Does that make sense? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.